Modern web applications require efficient ways to store data on the client side. This is crucial for improving performance and enabling offline access. The Web Storage Application Programming Interface provides a standardized way to store and retrieve data directly within the browser. This allows developers to implement features that enhance user experience by saving data locally. The Web Storage Application Programming Interface offers two primary storage mechanisms: local storage and session storage, along with storage events for tracking changes. Local storage and session storage are the two main types of web storage application programming interfaces. Local storage is designed for long-term data persistence. Data stored in local storage remains available even after the browser is closed and reopened. It's accessible across all tabs and windows from the same origin and typically has a storage limit of around 5 to 10 megabytes. A common use of local storage is saving user preferences like themes. Session storage, on the other hand, is designed for temporary data storage. Data stored in session storage is cleared when the browser tab or window is closed. It is isolated to the current tab only. Session storage also has similar storage limits as local storage. A typical example of session storage is storing tokens for a logged-in user. The Local Storage Application Programming Interface provides several methods for managing data. The setItem method stores a key value pair in local storage, and all values are converted to strings automatically. The getItem method retrieves the value associated with a given key, returning a null value if the key does not exist. The removeItem method removes an item from the storage using the specified key. The clear method removes all key value pairs from the storage. The key method returns the name of the nth key in storage, which is particularly useful for iterating through stored keys. To store data, use localStorage.setItem passing a key such as user and the value. To retrieve data, use localStorage.getItem, passing the key. Note that local storage can only store strings. To store objects, you must first serialize the object using JavaScript object notation stringify, and then store that in the local storage. The storage event is triggered when a storage change occurs in local storage or session storage. This event is dispatched on the window object and is only triggered in other tabs, not in the tab that initiated the change. This is useful for synchronizing data across multiple tabs or windows. Key is the property which specifies the key being changed, and this will be null for clear method. Old value specifies the previous value, which is null for new items. New value gives the new value of the item. This value will be null for remove item. Storage area provides the local storage or session storage object. And the URL gives the page URL where the change occurred. To listen to storage changes in other tabs, use the window.addEventListener method, passing in storage as the event type. Inside the event listener, access the event details and use them as needed. The storage event is not triggered in the tab that made the change, it is only triggered in other tabs. Web storage has certain limitations that developers must be aware of. The browser storage limits vary. It's typically around 5 to 10 megabytes per origin. This limit applies to both local storage and session storage. The values stored must be strings, which means you need to serialize objects using JavaScript object notation before storing them and parsing them after retrieval. Importantly, web storage does not provide any built-in encryption or security measures. The storage data is stored as plain text. It can be viewed by anyone with access to the browser's developer tools. To check storage usage, use navigator.storage.estimate method. It gives you the available storage quota and the current usage. You must use this method with a wait keyword since it returns a promise. When setting items, be sure to catch any quota exceeded errors. When using web storage, it is important to keep certain security risks in mind. Cross-site scripting vulnerability is a major concern. If not careful, stored data can be accessed by any JavaScript code running on the same origin, which could include malicious scripts. The data is stored as plain text, which can be viewed directly in browser developer tools. And this might expose sensitive information. The data is persisted across tabs and windows. This can lead to cross-tab information leakage. Therefore, sensitive information should be stored with care. To mitigate these risks, you must encrypt sensitive data before storing. Use secure methods for storing and retrieving information. Sanitize the input data before storing and escape it after retrieval. And implement a regular cleanup of stored data. Especially, clear any sensitive information as soon as it is not needed. Proper error handling is crucial for reliable web storage usage. Always check if local storage is available before using it. Some browsers might have local storage disabled. Also, always provide alternatives and graceful fallbacks when local storage is unavailable, or when errors occur during operations. Be sure to validate the data before storing, and also after retrieval to ensure data integrity. Also include version information with stored data to handle schema updates. To verify if the local storage is available, check if window.localStorage is defined or not. To use the setItem method, first serialize the object, and wrap the local storage setItem method in a try-catch block. In the catch block, log the error, and return a false value to indicate the failure. Local storage can be used in various scenarios to provide enhanced user experience. One common use case is user preferences management. In this, the user interface preferences like theme, language, notification settings are saved in the local storage. These preferences can be loaded whenever the user returns to the website. Another popular use case is form autosave. In this example, the data from a form is saved periodically in the local storage to prevent data loss. The data is automatically saved using a debounce function, and the saved data can be retrieved in case the user returns back to the page. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.